What's up, Tiger Gang? It's JT from the Poco Moonshine family. I'm back again with another episode of Chatting with Carnivores. Today we got Dianne, the frugal carnivore. How you doing, Dianne?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am awesome. It's Friday. I'm feeling good. I'm on the carnivore diet. I feel like I'm 18 again. It's
I know,
amazing.
right? Yeah, it is. It is amazing because I don't get tired anymore. Like, I go through the day and I don't need a nap, which is very unusual for me. So, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, hashtag no naps, right?
That's right. Yep.
So, Dianne, where are you from and where are you at now? It's that might be kind of hard because you're doing the van life, right?
I could be anywhere. Yes.
Yeah, but where are you from? Let's start there.
Yeah. Okay, so originally I'm from California, Northern California, and I grew up there and I was always super active. I never had a weight problem because I was just playing sports 24/7 basically. I'm kind of a tomboy, and
What
I
sports did you
did
play?
basketball was my favorite, volleyball, softball, tennis, and then just playing everything with the neighborhood kids, football and skateboarding and, biking, everything.
You still do any sports?
Good God. Oh my gosh. Okay. About a month ago, I tried to shoot some hoops and
Uh-huh.
I did great. It was fine. I thought it was fine. And then the next day, my right shoulder just and it's been over a month and it still is not okay. I think I tore something, but
Oh, no,
I
I'm
just
sorry.
don't
I
have
didn't mean
money
to
to
laugh
go to a
then.
doctor to for them to tell me, rest it. So I'm just, yeah. So I think my sport days are over.
Well, I'm sorry for laughing. I
No,
apologize.
no, that's fine. It's meant to be funny.
But yeah, I just started jump roping. I bought some jump ropes. I think they were 8.99 off Amazon, and I was like, "Give me them."
Yeah, wow, that's great. Older women can't do that though.
No.
No, that's for you. That's for you.
Well, my
But
man boobs shake all over the place when I do it, so it feels
oh,
very awkward, but
right.
whatever. But where are you at now, location wise?
Yeah, I'm in Oregon.
You're in Oregon. What brought you to Oregon? Oregon,
Well,
the Oregon
I
Trail.
yeah, no, not the Oregon Trail. Good God, no. So I went to California up to Seattle, and I lived in Seattle for a few years. I love Seattle. It's so amazing. There's just water everywhere. It's gorgeous. I had my prime in Seattle. It was so great. Early 20s, going out and having fun. And then I eventually met who would be the guy who would become my husband, who's now my ex-husband. But so we met and married, and then we moved to Massachusetts for a year. So I got to explore the East Coast and just have a year of that. And it was amazing. And then we decided, well, my people are in California, his are in Washington. Let's go to Oregon. So we're not too close to anybody, but not too far
Not too far.
away.
That way they don't visit
So
all the time.
yeah. So that is what landed me here, and I've been here ever since.
How did you get started living in a van? How did the van life start?
I blame YouTube. Yes, YouTube is amazing. But when I first saw the first sort of YouTube van life thing, I was just hooked, and I watched every sort of van build video I could find, and all the car campers and the stealth van camping and the full-time living, all of it. And I just had this feeling like I need to do this. Like I need to do this no matter what. And luckily I was just able to sort of make my dream come true, and here I am in an unfinished van. As you can see, it looks pretty cruddy, but
No,
it's
it doesn't. I like watching the van life videos. It's fun.
it is so much fun. Little by little though, I think within the next month it's going to be pretty much almost done, so very exciting.
Now you're doing carnivore in the van, which is awesome. And I heard you got your little ceiling fan installed that you can
I
suck out all
do.
the ribeye smoke.
Well, you can, except when you forget to open it. See, that was my problem. I did that the last time. Oh, so yeah.
I have seen some scary videos though, of some people doing van life, where there's kind of like weird folks that kind of watch them. Like, have you had any weird stuff happen while living in the van?
No, no,
Nobody
not at
tapping
all.
on the van?
No, no.
Thank
Well,
goodness.
Well, no, because if I did, that would be great content for the channel, right? Like everyone wants that knock knock video, but I just haven't had one yet. So
Hey, as long as the car doors are locked.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I've got my little pepper spray can. My brother got me, so yeah, I'll be fine.
One thing I've been suggesting to ladies is to take the pepper spray and up a notch and get bear spray. It shoots literally like 30, 40 feet.
That would be awesome. I've heard about a lot of different types of sprays.
Bear
My
spray will
brother.
drop his ass in seconds. I don't care what mask he's got on. He's gonna die in
Okay.
that mask. He's gonna just
Okay.
he's not gonna have a fun day for messing with you. So all the ladies, I suggest bear spray.
Okay. I will look into that for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, no hairspray, bear spray, and just
Okay.
bear. Unless you got hairspray and a lighter, and
Yeah. But then bye bye van probably. So I don't want to do that.
yeah, no. So, what's your favorite part about van life?
My favorite part is that I have anything I need at any time I need it. I want to go on an impromptu hike. I don't have to go back and try and dress for it and find my shoes. I just go. It's just so convenient. It's the most convenient way to live. The best part is I love the ocean. I love going to the coast, and I don't have to pay for a hotel. I have, at all. I've stayed there overnight, like 4 nights in a row this a few months ago,
Mhm.
and I had, I think when I got there, I that was actually that's a good thing to talk about because that was my first week of carnivore diet, and I had, I think, $19 to my name, or maybe, yeah, I had very little, and I was out of a job at the time. And so I just got myself a couple things of ground beef and a thing of bacon. I had eggs and I had butter. Um, and cheese, of course. Cheese, I love cheese. And I just went to the coast for 5 days and 4 nights, and that's all I ate because that's all I could afford, and I didn't have to pay 1 cent to stay over, and it was amazing. I just walked on the beach and got some exercise. It was awesome, and it was all because of my van. So
That is so awesome. I'm
yeah.
telling you that it's like it seems like a great lifestyle for anybody who's like a real true free spirit. Like
Yeah.
a free spirited person that just likes to be spontaneous.
Right, exactly. That's so true. Yeah, you can go anywhere when the urge hits you, kind of. As long as you're not too, well, like now I have a job, so it's not quite as fun, but at least I have a little bit of money coming in,
Yeah, it
so that's
sucks. We got
nice.
to make money, doesn't it?
I know.
Unless it's coming in big quantities, real easy. Then it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, right.
yeah. It's just perspective, I guess.
Yes,
So,
yes.
how long have you been carnivore, Diane?
I have been carnivore. I was just adding it up actually for 9 weeks. It'll be 9 weeks on Sunday, I believe.
Wow, that's
So
cool.
not
9 weeks.
very, yeah, and I've lost just about 30 pounds.
30 pounds.
Yeah,
Wow, good for
I know.
you.
It's kind of incredible.
What
Yeah.
what kind of changes do you feel in your body, if any, with the 30 pounds in the 9 weeks?
Yeah. Well, the main thing, just kind of like I said, is I have so much more energy. Like I used to have to take a nap. I'd be at my desk and I would feel sleepy after lunch, that whole after lunch tiredness thing. That never happens. What else? My pain is starting to go away. Oh, the main thing is my inflammation, as far as, not the inflammation you can't see in your body, but the stuff you can see. Like my fingers are not sausages anymore. I used to have really swollen feet. It was really bad. Um, and now they're normal feet, and that's very exciting. I can fit into my shoes better, and that's always nice. And then the main one is my blood pressure. It has gone down so much. You know,
Really?
yeah, I used to be on blood pressure medicine. Like at one point, my highest was, it was like 180 over 100, something like that. It was really bad, and I was getting headaches because of it, and I was put on blood pressure medicine. And when I started carnivore, I couldn't have money to get more blood pressure medicine, so I just kind of let it go. And after, I want to say 2 weeks, I took it again, and it was like 180, no, 125 over 88, something like that. It was really good. It was like way better. And so that's the main thing. I have to take it again actually to see how I am now, because I bet it's even better than that. So that's been the number one kind of weight off my kind of shoulders, off my mind. I think it's weight off my mind. I think that's what it is really. Just that my blood pressure's back to normal. So that's been awesome.
You always hear people, at least non-carnivores, are like, "Dude, check your blood pressure. Your blood pressure is probably through the roof." So it's nice to
Oh,
hear
yeah.
someone, the
Yeah.
blood pressure is going down. It's helping you
Right.
out, contrary to
Exactly.
what people think.
Absolutely. Yeah, they think salt. Oh my gosh, you're having so much salt. You're going to have horrible blood pressure, but it kind of doesn't work that way.
Yeah, nope. So what health issues exactly besides the inflammation and stuff? What is there anything else that brought you to carnivore? Like what made you say, "Man, I'm going to try this."
No, it wasn't even that. It was nothing like that. It was mainly just the weight loss, because I've always done this with my weight, right? Throughout my whole adult life, not when I was younger, but my adult life. And I was up to where I was almost, not quite my heaviest, but almost. And I saw Dr. Ken Berry's video, and then I said, that looks interesting and that looks easy, and it seems like the weight just falls right off, so I should try that. I mean, I've tried everything, like, hypnosis, I've tried Noom, I've tried, fasting, which I cannot do. I'm sorry, other
I
carnivores
hate
who believe
fasting
in
and
fasting. I
ugh.
can't do it. um, but I've tried everything, and I thought this seems easy, because he said you can eat till you're stuffed, and I'm like, comfortably stuffed. And I said, okay, well, I can do that. And I've never been a big meat eater at all, but I sure love a hamburger. So I just started making hamburgers and bacon and eggs, and I love a warm breakfast. So that was right up my alley. And I thought, let's just give it a try. And so I did. And when I got on the scale, after, it wasn't even a full week, it was 6 days, and I had lost 8 pounds, I was just like, whoa. And I know everyone in my comments, well, that's just water weight, and that's just water weight. Yeah, but
It's
you
still
got to
weight
lose
in the
that.
body.
You got to lose that first before you can get to anything else. So I was still thrilled with 8 pounds.
Hey, carry around an eight-gallon jug of water all day and tell me
Yeah,
that's not gonna
right.
start hurting your back and stuff. People say weight,
Exactly.
water weight. It's still weight that you are carrying on your body and going through the day and feeling it. Like so. Good for
Yeah,
you.
that's true. Yeah. Mhm.
How did you find the carnivore diet? How did you hear about it?
Well, just browsing YouTube, of course. I don't know
YouTube's a
why.
blessing, isn't it?
I know it's the best thing in the world. Well, it is great. It
It's
is
a
amazing.
major blessing in my life. It really
Yeah,
is.
it is. You learn how to do so many things. But yeah, I was just browsing YouTube. I don't even know like how it came up really.
What
Um,
channels do you watch on YouTube?
oh my goodness. Well, for carnivore, I watch Dr. Berry, of course. Laura Spath is amazing. I love the ketogenic woman.
Mhm.
She's so great. All her recipes she'll do. If it's keto, she'll say, "Oh, just do this to make it carnivore." She's always really good about that. Yeah, so I love her. Um, those Homestead How, I know he's been on your show. I
That's
watched
my
little bit
buddy.
of his. Yeah.
We're both
Yeah,
in
and then,
Wisconsin, like 2 hours away, so
oh,
I go over there now quite a bit.
oh, nice. Oh, that's great. Yeah, so those are the main carnivore ones. I pick up little ones here and there. And then of
There's
course
so
van life.
many
I
now.
watch
There's
van life.
so many.
Yeah, right. There
I can
are.
barely keep up with interviewing all you carnivores. I'm just like, "Holy moly."
I know, and I've been doing it like less than 2 months. I mean, I can't believe you actually reached out to me. So thank you.
You know, I do it because there's other people who haven't done it for a day, and they're interested, and they're watching this stuff, and they're just thinking about starting,
Right.
and it's nice to hear someone who's been on it for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 4 weeks. Doesn't matter if because then they feel a little bit more relatable, like, "Okay, this person isn't
Right.
some 5-year carnivore, maybe I can do this too." So I find value in everybody's story because people can relate to different people and other people's stories. So I'm glad you're willing to come on here and share it. And one thing, quick thing, Tiger Gang watching, everybody in the comments, if you could put a Q in front of your question and then send Diane a question here, but I have my own questions. But let's get the questions going while I'm asking her a couple more here. What's your favorite cut of beef, Diane?
Oh my good. Okay. Okay. This is really embarrassing. But as I mentioned before, I started when I was out of work. I don't have a lot of money. I could only find a part-time job. So I am your true frugal carnivore. I today I bought my first ribeye. I haven't even cooked it yet. So
Oh, you're in for a
I'm
treat.
still experimenting, but in my last video, I think I did the chuck steak and that was so good. Like a
It
real
looked
piece of
delicious.
meat. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
I thought you were gonna set
So
the van on fire for a second, though.
I know,
I didn't. I saw all the smoke. I was like, Lord, get her out of there,
I know, I
Diane.
know. Yeah, it was a little embarrassing, but it's okay.
No,
We
no,
made
it's
it
fun.
through.
I like that you leave that in there because it shows your personality and your sense of humor, and that you're not taking life so serious. You know,
No.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I'm just
Glad
glad
one of
you're
us did.
okay.
Uh,
So you're gonna maybe see if the ribeye might be your might become your favorite cut of beef, maybe.
it might, and I'm not doing the crock pot. I'm just cooking it on the good old stove, and we'll see. I've watched, so when you become a carnivore, you watch all the, not just the carnivore videos, but the meat videos, how to cook the best steak you've ever tasted, and all this stuff. So I've got all this sort of ideas of how to do it. Now I just need to put it into action with the ribeye and like make
The
sure I don't
Redmond's real
blow it.
salt helps it taste like a real steak too.
Yeah, I
Oof.
finally got some of that. Yeah.
I thought everybody was just hyping the salt up because it was
Right.
something different. But then when I got it, I was like, dang, this crap is good, dude.
Yes, it
Did
is
you
very
feel that
good.
way too? You were like, okay, this is actually kind of different than regular table salt.
Yeah,
It's really good.
it's very different. It I don't know, it's kind of milder and yet has more flavor. I don't know how to explain it,
Yeah,
but
yeah, and for me, whatever I put it like, if I'm starting to get full and I still wanna finish what's left, I'll just salt the hell out of it, and it slides down so
yeah,
easy. I don't
really?
understand the science behind it, but it works for me.
Wow, that's funny. Wow, that's interesting. I'll try that if I ever can't.
Yeah, yeah, if you're getting full, use more
Yeah.
salt.
Okay.
What's your favorite type of cheese, Diane? You said you like cheese.
Oh gosh.
I'm in
You
Wisconsin, we've
know,
got nothing but cheese up
you've
here.
got
We're
lots of
cheese heads.
cheese. Yeah. I do. I love cheddar and pepper jack, but I love goat cheese, I have to say.
I've never
Like
had goat cheese.
last night for dinner, I had a smoked salmon and goat cheese. It was so good. Oh
Hmm,
my gosh. Yeah.
I've
I'll
never
have goat
had
cheese.
salmon either, actually.
What's that?
I've never had salmon either.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I eat lake fish rather than river fish. I know you can get
Wow.
ponds, like there's salmon ponds and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I've really only had like walleye, bluegill, perch, crappie, bass, stuff like that.
Wow. See, in the Pacific Northwest, it's all about the salmon.
Mm.
So yeah, whoa, you got to try it. It's amazing. Oops, it's amazing.
Yeah, I have to
Salmon's so
try that
good.
out. And you just did a BBE challenge.
Yep,
Beef butter, bacon, and eggs. How did your beef butter, bacon, and eggs challenge go, Diane?
it did good. It went very well. I did it for a week, and I lost 5 pounds that week. So it
Wow.
was a little bit amazing. I think my body likes that sort of just yeah.
That's mostly
Um,
what I eat. I throw in chicken once in a while, but it's mostly
mm.
beef butter, bacon, and eggs.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, I have 2 pieces of chicken for dinner tonight, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, occasionally chicken I do too, but yeah, it went well. Um, it was just so boring. you know? I mean, the problem is that I decided to do it when I still had other things in
Mhm.
the van to eat. And so I'm like, oh man, I really want to eat that such and such over there, whatever. I couldn't do it. Next time if I do it, I'm gonna totally clear out the van, and then just buy the essentials so I won't be so tempted. But yeah, it was hard not to have cheese with every meal. That was very difficult.
So
But
people who are getting tempted, do you think it's better for them to just get rid of what's tempting them if they're, getting tempted on carnivore? Is that what helps you?
well, it does because I only live with myself and I don't have I was this poor nice lady who commented on my last video. She was like, I've got kids and they have their treats everywhere and all this and That would be so hard. And so I am just super lucky living by myself. I have no temptations unless I go to the store hungry is basically the only time. Yeah. So
So
if you can try to eliminate that kind of stuff.
where does Diane get her meat for the carnivore diet? Where do you shop?
Well, I go to Safeway because it's fairly reasonable.
Mhm.
Like today on Fridays and maybe Saturdays, they have this four for $20. So you can get four different things for $20, and that's kind of a good deal when they have the right things that I like. So I do that. People have told me try grocery outlet or some other stores that are a little bit more discounted. So I need to kind of expand a little bit and see where I can find some deals. The only thing is like living in the van. Yeah, I could get a deal at Costco probably, but I could never fit anything in because it's all bulk. So I can't go to Costco like a lot of other people. So I have to do it at regular stores
So
and
you've
just
got like
pay
a mini
attention.
fridge in the van?
I do. I have I
Like how
believe
do you
45-liter 12-volt refrigerator. It's got two compartments. One can freeze, one can not freeze, but I leave them both as refrigerators because I really need all the space. So
That's awesome. And then you've got like a little stove top you cook right in the van, right?
my Coleman stove with the butane can. I was so afraid the first time I ever tried to light it. I was just like, whoa, what's gonna happen? But it's easy, and now I'm used to it. So yeah, I
You're
enjoy
a
that.
pro. I bet you never would have thought you would be doing the van life on the carnivore diet. That's so fun.
No, I never thought any of this would be happening, and it is, and it's awesome.
Now, before we get to some of the comments and the questions in the comments, just to summarize, you got better energy. A lot of your body pains went away, right? On carnivore,
Yeah, my inflammation
the
specifically.
inflammation in the fingers and the feet,
Yeah.
and lower blood pressure. Is there anything else you want
Yes.
to add to that list, or is that the complete list?
I know I'm gonna think of more
How's
things.
your your mental health doing? Do you feel like you've got brain fog like a lot of us had before carnivore diet, or what's going on with your mental?
Yeah, the mental is really good, and mainly because it's not tired like the rest of my body. It's always kind of going, 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 going. And I find that sometimes I can't sleep. No, sometimes I don't want to go to bed because my brain is still fine, and it's not hanging on by a thread at the end of the day. So yeah, that's been great about it.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can think and you actually got this cheerful attitude and you want to go out and do things, and makes life a lot better, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you mind if we get a couple comments, Diane?
Sure. Great. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bypass Carnivore. Good evening, JT. So excited about tonight's interview with Diane. Love her channel. Thanks, Bypass. I'm sure she loves that you love the channel. Oh
I
yeah, and
do.
while we're doing that, let's pull up the first channel of yours, the Frugal Carnivore. You guys, I'm gonna leave this up. So I want you guys to go subscribe to Diane if you haven't already. Bypass says hi, Diane.
Hi.
Grace lifts Grace. She's a great guest. And she's killing it weightlifting, and
Oh wow.
she's just doing it. And she had a lot of really cool info the other day. I learned a lot from her. She says hi.
Hi.
Susie Underwood, hi all, happy Friday. Yep, happy Friday. We're gonna be live streaming later tonight. Some a scary little video game. So hopefully you guys are staying up late. Andrea, how you doing, girl? Van life. Yep,
Yes, van life.
she's all about it. She's all about it.
Yeah.
You got to open your spread shop, and start selling T-shirts. It says Van Life, Carnivore Van Life.
That's right. The crossover
LOL.
team.
Yes, YouTube van life is a huge influence. Yeah, I don't do it, like she does, but I've definitely seen a bunch of videos on it on YouTube, so it's very popular. Here's a question, Diane: did you insulate behind the walls and under the floor?
That's a good question. I did insulate behind the walls. You can kind of see some of it. little silver poking out
Here,
here
let
and there.
me take this down a little bit so they can there you
Oh
go.
yeah, I don't know if you can see. There's insulation,
Ah, there it is.
um, and there's insulation on the roof. The floor, I was so lazy and just like I didn't even want to see what was under the floor, so I just kept the thing. The like they come with this black mat sort of thing, and I'm like, well, that's kind of like insulation. And I know I should have maybe someday. I don't know, but I
Hey,
actually
lay
have.
some blankets down.
I know. I actually have a real floor now. This angel of a guy is helping me. Don't tell him I said that. Oh my gosh, um, is helping me convert, and now I have like an actual vinyl floor down here, so that's very exciting. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
insulation makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's a great question, Bypass. Grace, he's gonna die in that mask. Yep, bear spray. Bear spray will do it. They try to get creepy on Halloween, they're gonna regret it. Dan, how you doing, bud? Fellow carnivore
Oh,
van
hey,
lifer.
awesome.
You guys would get along,
Yeah,
Diane.
yeah. Compare notes.
Yep, bypass. It's a great lifestyle. I miss it. Oh, so you did it too, bypass, huh? Yeah, bypass. Hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button for Diane's story, please. That'd be awesome. Question: what kind of cooking setup do you have in your van? We went over it a little bit, but do you want to go tell them again in case they missed it?
Yeah, so I have a Coleman stove. It's just has a butane can that I kind of plug in and turn it on. I have that, and then I also have like a mini dash toaster oven, and I got that because I used, I love toast and I love making sandwiches and toasted sandwiches, which so I don't use that anymore. But I'm sure when I first started, actually, I cooked hamburgers in it and it cooked hamburgers. So I've got that. And then I've got the mini dash waffle maker so I can make chaffles. Yeah. And I can also, I actually put my bread cheese in that and kind of cook that a little bit that way. So those are the three things I have and use as of
Interesting.
right now. Yeah.
That's a good question, Susie. Andrea's got a question for you. How many meals do you typically have in a day?
Yeah, I just have two because I honestly couldn't take another one. Like I don't know why. I have one in the morning before work, and then around 3 o'clock I'll have a beef stick. I've been doing that lately, having a beef stick. So I really like beef sticks, and chicharrones or something like that. So I like doing that, and then that just kind of tides me over till dinner. Um, so that's all I do. Yeah, just the two meals and a little snack.
What type of beef sticks you eating? You eating Slim Jims?
Well, I'm not. I've been eating chomps, but I recently bought loads of different kinds of beef sticks, and I'm going to do a video on them, and I'm going to crown the king of the beef sticks. And so
Ooh,
that's
I'm gonna have
coming
to
up.
tune into that one.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. I like that.
Yeah.
King of the beef sticks. Andrea, another question. Do you take electrolytes, Diane?
I should. It's just one of those things I haven't had enough money to buy. I want to get some Element, of course, or there's another one I might. Anyway, I want to get some, but I just can't put it in the budget quite yet. So
I actually don't
I
take electrolytes. I don't
you don't.
spend not a cent on them.
Oh, cool, nice.
I just use a
Sometimes
lot of salt, the Redmonds. Ever since I've been using Redmonds, I haven't needed electrolytes.
that's awesome, and
Because
I
most of it's
haven't.
just magnesium and
Yeah,
sodium. And I
yeah,
forgot what
and
the third thing is, but
potassium,
potassium. But if
and
you're taking a little vitamin that has potassium and magnesium, you would just need to add in
yes.
the salt, which you already have, and I think you'd probably save some money.
That's what I do have a multivitamin. I should use sometimes I don't take it, but I do have some new salt, which is potassium. So I've been putting
Is there any
this like
magnesium in your vitamin? Have you checked?
yeah, I'm sure there is in my vitamin. So I should take
It's
that
good
every day.
for muscle soreness.
Yeah. And because I've been waking up a couple days with the headache and I
Hmm.
put this in my eggs, with the salt and then it's fine. Um so
So what is
yeah,
that again that helps you get rid of headaches? What is that, like
uh
a potassium?
oh, well, new salt it's a salt substitute, so it's just potassium.
Oh,
And so if you want to create your own electrolyte drink, you can use salt and then this and then I don't know what you did for magnesium. I don't know what you do. Maybe a supplement. And then, so yeah, so you can kind of make your own.
Yeah, yep, and save a bunch of money. It's a
Yeah.
great tip. Element, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but you're mostly just paying for the brand, you know.
Right. And then the flavors.
Yeah, and I'm not into flavors. I just want to get the healthy stuff in me and then
Right.
suck on that ribeye fat, man. It's Diane, you're gonna see. I used to be the guy that cut the fat off steaks and push it to the
Me
side like,
too. Yeah.
ew, and then I'd eat the
Yeah.
rest of it. Now I cut the parts that have the fat around the edges off first, and it melts in my mouth, especially the ribs.
Yes.
Man, my
Yeah.
mouth is watering now. I gotta
I
calm
know.
down.
I know.
Dan says he has a van life hack for you, Diane.
Yep.
An air fryer. He said it makes van life so much easier.
That is on my list. I have to find like an 800-watt air fryer and get one of those. Right now, I just have one leisure battery in the van, so I can't really get over 1,000 watts for anything. So it has to be under that. Once I get another one, I can go all the way up to like at least 1,600, at least maybe 2,000. So then I would like to get an induction cooktop. I'd like to get some more stuff. But yeah, an air fryer is definitely on my list.
Yeah, if you get the real thick pieces of the fat, you know, like real chunky, hard, chewy pieces, throw that in the air fryer, and I swear it turns it to like bacon. It's
Oh
delicious, and you
wow.
don't
Oh
got to
cool.
waste nothing. So if there's anything too hard to chew on, put it to the side, throw it in the air fryer, and eat it again. It's so good.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Andrea, question: what kind of? Well, we kind of went over this, but we can touch it again. What kind of refrigeration do you have in the van?
Yeah, I have an Alpicool 12-volt refrigerator. It's a 45 liter. They have smaller ones and bigger ones, and it freezes and refrigerates, but I just use it as a refrigerator. Um, so that's what I have. It's pretty big, and I use up every inch of it.
Are you drinking any coffee on the carnivore diet?
I don't like coffee.
Me neither. So okay, that
Oh,
was an easy question.
well, 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 I have to confess though. I have a confession now. I
Uh-oh.
think, yeah, a lot of people might know this already, but I do drink Diet Coke because I knew that there's no way I could do this diet, start it out, and give up
Go
everything.
cold turkey on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm just gonna keep that. And the way I think about it, I could be drinking Diet Coke and eating crap, or I could be drinking Diet Coke and eating good stuff. So that's kind of the route I'm going, just so I can not go crazy because I don't really like water that much unless it's super cold.
Yeah, I've
Um,
gotta have ice in my water, or I won't drink it.
so yeah, so that's like my vice.
You sound like me though with ketchup. I couldn't give up ketchup for the first 2 weeks on carnivore. I had to have it with my burger patties. I was just like, "I don't
Yes.
care, man." I was like, "Take my carnivore card. I don't care, man. I'm eating ketchup." But now I'm off of it, so it just take it
Oh,
things
good.
at your own pace, like,
Right.
I couldn't give up everything right away either, so and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna act like I did either.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what anyone who's watching, I just want you to know you do not have to be perfect to do this lifestyle, and there's no one best way to do it. I mean, do what works for you. Anything that you're doing that is getting you off the junk stuff, little by little, it is just going to be so much better for your health in the long run. Do what you can, do whatever you can, and just take baby steps if you need to. If you can't do cold turkey, yeah. So
Yep, all those good decisions, they start to add up, and you get in a nice
yeah,
flow of all this new
yeah,
stuff you're doing. It
yeah.
gives you good momentum.
And don't make the idea that you have to be perfect stop you from even trying.
Right.
Because if you're not perfect, just get right back on and don't even worry about it.
I tell people to just go. We were all little kids at once who fell down a bunch of times, and we probably laughed it off and just got right back up and started running
Yeah,
again. I mean,
yeah,
we need to embrace that little kid in us again that just was like, well, who cares? I fell down, I get back up. I mean, but it
yeah.
seems like when you get to adult, everybody gets so mad about, slipping up. And it's like, well,
Hmm.
we did it growing up and it didn't piss us off. Like, don't let it piss you off now. It's part of the
Yeah,
progress. My coach
right,
would say, bless your obstacles and your failures as stepping stones in your life. And failure is actually just data. Edison made
right.
the light bulb wrong 4,000 different times until he got all the data on how not to make it, then he figured out how to make it. So
Right.
if it's all in perspective, you could look at it as like a bad thing, or you could use it as data and say, well, that didn't work and I won't do that again.
Yeah,
It's data, you know?
that's
Ju-
true.
Just
Yeah,
my
that's a
opinion.
great way to think about it. Yeah.
Susie's got a question here for you, Diane. Diane, how is your sleep on Carnivore? Also, is it comfortable to sleep in the van? Yeah, do you get cold in there?
Oh my gosh. Yes, because I started in the van in March of this past year, and oh my gosh, it was freezing, and you'd wake
Eek.
up and you'd want to wash your face, but the water is just so cold. It was just awful. It was so hard to get out of bed. Hopefully this winter, by the time it gets bad, I'll have a diesel heater. So I will have some sort of heat in the van. But
And the
anyway,
insulation.
and the insulation and heavy blankets. But anyway, sleep. I've never had trouble with sleep. Like I've never had trouble sleeping, so I would say it's fine.
Do you use a
Let's
sleeping
see.
bag in the van?
Oh no, I have a real bed with regular sheets and regular everything. Yeah, it's just
Oh,
it's kind of here and here.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a nice bed. It's bigger than a twin, a little bit smaller than a full, so it's awesome.
So she don't mind sleeping in the van. It's a little cold, but she's gonna fix
It
that,
is
guys.
very comfortable.
Andrea's got another question for you. Do you consume any sweeteners like stevia or electrolytes?
I don't, except I have been doing my own little apple cider vinegar drink at night. And so I'll do apple cider vinegar. Oh, this is so good. It's hint water.
What
And
is
it
that?
has a it's hint water and it has a hint of flavor.
Hint.
Um it just has purified water and natural flavors. I went to their website to see what the natural flavor, and they say, okay, it's not this, this, this. So it's like not bad stuff at all. They won't say exactly what it is, and I probably don't want to know. But it's zero carbs and zero sugars, and I can have it with my apple cider vinegar, and I do take just about 2 drops of stevia. And so I'll mix that together, and that's my drink.
I
But
would
that's
need
all
a
I'll use it for.
chaser too after the apple cider vinegar. I'd be like, give me something. Give me.
I tried to do it straight once. Yeah, I'm like, oh, what's this all out? I did it. I literally almost threw up. Like it was so close to just throwing it all
It's
out
giving
that
me the heebie-jeebies just thinking
I
about
know, so bad.
it. Here's a question from Bypass. Question: have you tried to go camping in a tent again yet? And how did you come up with Clifford for van? You know, I'm glad you guys brought that. Let me bring up your other channel for you and share that while you are talking,
Okay.
answering that question.
All right. Well, so for the van name, I had originally, when I was looking for a van, I found this red van and I really wanted it. And I was thinking of names already for it. And of course, it's a big red van. Oh, Clifford the big red van instead of Clifford the big red dog. So so I love that name so much. When I ended up getting a white van, I just couldn't let it go. And I was just like, let's just throw white in there. So that's how it happened. It's kind of a crazy name, but that's the way that happened. And then yes, no, I will never try to go camping in a tent again yet. Bypass. No, never.
Why? What happened? Did you?
Oh, I had a video on Clifford channel about it, and it was so hard just to put up the tent, and just I was losing light, and it was just a nightmare. It was so awful, and it was so cold, and because it was on Hood Mountain, and yeah, really bad idea, and I will never do that again. I'm not a camping kind of person.
Does it get spooky out there when you're camping?
Oh, it was so spooky because oh my gosh, huge tall trees. Did you know that they make noise?
And they sway,
They
and
sway and they make noise, and I had no idea. And I'm going, and I'm like, "What is that noise? What is that noise?" And I'm trying
oh
to
my
find the noise.
god.
I'm going through the woods, like, and I'm filming it, going through the woods, and I'm trying to find the noise. What is this? And
Girl,
then
have you not seen scary movies? You don't walk towards the noise.
I
What are
know,
you doing? Unless you
I
have bear
know,
spray, then they can catch the smoke.
I know, right?
Oh man, we're gonna have a talk, girl. That is crazy. You know, that's some more channel content. My buddy, not my buddy, but I watch Jasco. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. He does haunted camping series, and he'll go out in like
Fun.
haunted forest and camp with his buddy, and then they hear a noise and they walk towards it, and they usually run away from whatever it is. So just
Yeah,
be
yeah,
careful.
yeah.
But it gets a lot of views. So if you're ever looking for extra content, film it when
I
you're throw it up.
yeah, I did, but
But be
well,
careful though. Very scary.
I think I've seen that channel, and it was like a really long video though. It was like
Yep, he does
really
like 2 hour
long.
long videos.
Yeah, I
Jasko,
was like, okay, I don't have two
Jasko.
hours, but it looks interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I like his he goes to haunted houses, regular
Oh,
people's houses
cool.
that are just the doors are flying open and stuff, and it's fun.
Wow.
I watch it about 12 a.m. At night, and it's real spooky.
I'm gonna have to try that because I love spooky story
Really? Yeah, look up
videos.
Jasko. Sounds like you
Okay.
already know. Jasko.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Jasko.
Sounds good.
Dan says, "What type of insulation did you use, Diane?"
Okay, so first I put kill mat. That's just noise sound deadening, and then over that I used a golly. It was just a foil, and it was like a 5 millimeter foil with or aluminum. I don't know what it was. See, I'm terrible. I don't know.
No,
And
you're
it
all good.
had something in it to make it insulation. I don't know, but it wasn't wool. It wasn't sheep wool. I would have liked to do sheep wool, but I couldn't afford it. So it was kind of pretty cheap on Amazon, and I just hope for the best. Is what happened.
Well, if you do find out, we can always add it in the comments. It's no problem.
Okay.
Let's see. Bypass question, Diane. I can't remember. Do you have solar?
Not yet. Nope. That is on the list. That is on the list. That's probably the last thing on the list, honestly. But it is on the list. Yeah.
Interesting. Andrea's talking about starting Monday. She's going to be 90 days of just beef, salt, and water. Good for you, Andrea. I've always used sweeteners, and I think it's making me binge. We will see. Have you thought about the lion diet at all, Diane?
Is that the lion diet?
Yep, just beef, salt, and water.
No, I would never be interested in that. I mean, if I were desperate, maybe, but like carnivore is doing so good for me. Like, why would I deprive myself? You know? Yeah. But wow, Andrea, that's amazing. Good luck. Good luck. I know I'm not a strong enough woman to do that. I'm sure you are, and that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the tiger. I call it the tiger diet. I like tigers, and
Okay.
I haven't started because I always every time I'm about to start, I eat bacon again, and I'm like, dang it.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to give up bacon and
Yeah, yeah.
eggs. Oh, see, I can do it.
Bacon,
Oh
eggs,
man.
and cheese. I'd have to give it up. But honestly, the ribeyes are so good. When you have ribeyes, it wouldn't. It just. Oh my gosh, makes it so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, if I could afford that, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. You know, there's always time. We got to get these YouTube popping, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So, oh, you got any big plans for either of your if you guys are wondering, this is her second channel that I put on the screen. She's got the Frugal Carnivore and she's got Clifford the Big White Van. If you guys could go subscribe to both of them, that would be awesome. But you got any big plans coming up for either of the channels that you can talk about?
Well, yeah, for the Van Life channel, I am going to be going up to Astoria, Oregon, and that's where they filmed the Goonies. So I'm going to go find the Goonie house and like kind of take a tour of that. So that's kind of coming up on that one.
That's cool.
Um, and then Carnivore, just, I mean, what do you big plans for it? Like, I just do it kind of about what I'm going through each week.
Hmm.
So, although I did get, oh, this is very exciting. I got a product is going to be sent to me that is a portable grill. So I thought I could, drive Clifford somewhere and we can kind of make a nice maybe ribeye on the grill and kind of review, see how that works. So that's kind of that's going to be happening soon.
And
So.
the beef jerky video, right? The king of the
And
or
the
the beef
beef
sticks. I'm sorry,
stick,
beef sticks.
and the next video is going to be about breakfast and what I do for breakfast. I found this amazing breakfast hack for my life. It's like so amazing. It's changed. It's that's my thumbnail. It's changed everything,
Mhm.
and so that's going to be the next video.
So, is there anything about the carnivore diet that you aren't thrilled about?
Oh, that's a good question. Um,
For me, I lost my ass and I sit on my tailbone all the time, and it
Oh
just
no.
so it's just like I've got to like do some more squats, I guess, to get like my Kardashian butt going, but otherwise I have no padding down there, so it kind of hurts to sit now. So otherwise that'd be like the one downside I see to the diet, you know, at least for me
Wow.
personally.
Yeah, that hasn't happened to me yet, let me tell you. So, um, I don't I can't really think of any downside per
I'm
se.
flossing a lot too. You know, I'm
Yes,
flossing
oh
more
my
than ever. I've always
gosh,
got meat stuck in my teeth.
the bacon gets in my teeth so bad.
Oh, watch for that
That's the
ribeye,
one
girl. When
thing.
you have that ribeye, you're gonna need some floss around.
Yes, yes, yes. And just I miss donuts. That's the main thing. I do
Yeah,
miss donuts.
yeah. I would look at a donut, my ass would jiggle for at least a week, so I try to not even look at them. Um, what would be 3 good tips you could give a beginner carnivore that helped
Oh,
you?
okay. Well, the first one we already talked about. Try, especially if you live by yourself, it's easier. Just try to get all that icky food out of your whole house and just focus on when you first go shopping for carnivore, focus on just a couple things. Don't think, oh, I need to get this and that and this. Just do it as simply as possible. Um, and just try to find things that you really like and stick to those. Make things like that a habit. Um, what else? Oh, always try to exercise, take a walk. With this diet, it's always good to exercise. And I'm not saying go to the gym because I hate gyms, but I do try to take a walk every day. Um, that's another thing. Um, just look out for if you're starting. It's so funny how people say the keto flu, carnivore flu, like it's the worst thing in the world. But so many people have
I
told me
never
they don't
got it.
get it. Yeah, no, I didn't either. But my headache was really bad. So before you start or as you're starting, make sure to have those electrolytes on hand. Whether it's through a supplement or the different salts, element, whatever, have it on hand so that it will help you through those times where you might think, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. I'm so miserable. Have those electrolytes before you start.
And you mentioned exercising, so do you do anything besides walking, like resistance bands or anything?
No, I
No?
should. I do sit ups sometimes, like crunches and like things with my legs. Whatever. I'm just not
No,
really
it's
into
okay.
it. I'd rather do a hike, honestly. I'd rather go on a hike.
Nothing wrong with
Um,
that. It's
I
fun.
would rather do anything outside than exercise in a gym and lift things. Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, no, no, that's just fine. I just wondering because a lot of people like to know what other carnivores are doing for exercise,
Yeah,
especially carnivores who are losing a bunch of weight. And what'd you say? 9 weeks, you lost a bunch, 30 pounds.
30.
So
Yeah, yeah.
they
I
want the
know.
tips, girl. We got another question here. Bypass. Van life can be a lot of fun with exciting experiences. What has been the down part of van life you've experienced? Oh, that's a good question.
Gosh. I have a down part every day because it's just, you think it's a small space, it'd be easy to keep clean and uncluttered. It's so cluttered, and it's like you have to have the right space for every little thing. And if you don't, it's just a nightmare. I'm getting to that point. I mean, I'm going to get some storage and it's going to be so much better, but just, I mean, you lose things all the time, even though, like, how
You're
can
like,
I
where
lose
could it go?
something?
It's in here
I
somewhere.
know, it's so frustrating. That is just really annoying, is just enough space for your stuff. So that's one thing. Another thing is, like I said, the elements. Like in the summer, I was just trying to go from shady spot to shady spot. I don't, the fans are great, but basically the
Uh-oh.
temperature, the extreme heat and the extreme cold, that is the most challenging thing about van life, in my opinion.
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, where are you gonna go to escape the heat? What do you just drive by a big tree or something and park under the shade?
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of shady spots. You just gotta find them, and or if it got over 100, I'm like, I'm out of here, and I went to the beach. I'm a little over an hour away. I just go there, and I don't. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's one of the benefits of van
right.
life. You can say like, "Well, guess what? We're going to the
Yeah.
beach. Come on,
Yeah.
Clifford."
Yeah.
What's been the toughest part, if there was a tough part about starting the carnivore diet for you?
Um, the toughest part. I don't know. Like, once I started, I was just so 100% in. Like, just so 100% in. I don't even know. Like, it just didn't seem tough at all. It was so easy. And that's how I think you know that something's right, is when you
Mhm.
don't have to sludge through the mud to just get through. Um, it's just easy. You don't have to go to the grocery store and say, what am I going to have today? Or, what can I make for dinners? Like, you go to the meat section, you go to maybe the fish and whatnot. You don't have to go around the whole store. It's just simple. And I love that about it. I love that.
Just a chuck eye steak and some ghee, and
Yeah.
you don't need all these ingredients. You're like, "Oh, okay, I forgot to get, baking powder, and I
Right.
forgot this, and oh my
And
gosh,
the
I didn't get
thyme,
that."
I'm supposed to put thyme in here and basil and like, oh my, all this stuff. Like,
Just slap
oh,
it on the grill like Shane from
yeah.
Sightless Carnivore says, "Slap it on the grill and be done with it."
So much easy. Just an easy way to live. Simple.
Absolutely. Alright, I think we got another couple comments here. Dan, just make sure the insulation wasn't
Oh,
fiberglass. It will break down in the van and you will inhale it. That's a
yeah.
good tip,
No,
Dan.
I was very cognizant of that and nothing fiberglass in here for sure.
Good for you,
Thanks
Diane. We
for that.
want you healthy. Let's see here. I'll lift enough for the both of us, Grace.
Oh,
Grace says.
thanks.
She's breaking state records.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, she is killing it. I'm telling you. And
Awesome.
it it's fun to watch these carnivores just thriving so well. Like I get a kick out of all these interviews. It's amazing. Now, a lot of questions I ask, would you take this one I ask other carnivores, would you take $1 million to go back to your old way of eating,
Oh
Diane?
gosh.
It's a lot of
I just
money.
I know. And because
And you gotta stay on that diet too. You can't
you
just take
can't
the
switch
money and go
back.
back carnivore.
Oh, you can't. Oh God. I guess not. I guess not. I mean, I would be tempted because I love money.
Yeah,
Uh,
we all do, right?
um, but I just can't see myself. And so many people ask me, is this something you're going to do for the rest of your life? Is this, and I just, well, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine going back to eating, Lucky Charms and Big Macs. I can't imagine it. So I wouldn't want to. Yeah. So no.
Good for you. Good for you. Let me write that one off there. Yeah, no, say no to the Big Macs, folks. I'm telling you, because we don't need it.
No.
Let me bring up your channel one more time here before we go, because we're getting there here. Present, share. You guys, make sure you go subscribe. The Frugal Carnivore. Diane's got a great channel. She's got two great channels, but she's really killing it. Where do you find time
Ugh,
to
I
do all
don't.
this,
I
Diane?
don't. Oh my gosh. Well, like, I don't have a. This is Friday, right? Yeah, I don't have a van life channel this week because I've got the a van life video. I've got the carnivore video, so it is a little bit more difficult than I had imagined.
Hmm.
But I'm so invested in the carnivore whole thing right now that this is my number one priority. And then as I have extra time, I'll throw up more videos on the van life channel. But I'm just so into frugal carnivore right now. I love being a carnivore and I love talking about it. So, yeah.
Do you talk about it with your family? And if so, what do they say about your diet?
Yeah, my mom is on it. She's like, because she's always had trouble with her weight. And so she saw what happened to me. So now she's on it. Um,
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
awesome. How long has
Yeah, it
your
is
mom
awesome.
been carnivore?
Oh, just for maybe a month, maybe?
How is she
Yeah.
doing?
And
30 days is a big
she's
accomplishment.
oh my gosh, she's doing so good. Well, okay, so she hasn't lost weight. She's like 86. No,
Wow,
84.
that's great.
84. Sorry, mom. But she's always had so much inflammation and she's always in so much pain. She said she's feeling so much better. Like her
Wow.
joints don't hurt as much. She feels so much better. And so that's another thing. People look at it as a weight loss thing, but it's a health thing. It's
It's
not
a
just about losing weight.
it's an
It's
inflammation killer. It really
Yes.
does. It
Yeah,
gets it right out of there.
absolutely. So that's an important thing to remember for everybody.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, this is an interesting question. Is your twin considering carnivore? I didn't know you're a twin, Diane.
I do. Bypass knows a lot about me, and I don't. Is that your handle when you comment for my van life? Is it Bypass? I don't know. Who are you? I'm
Yeah,
sure I know
an
you. I'm
avid
sure I know
fan.
you.
You got fans, Diane.
My twin is not doing carnivore. She, I think, would like to do carnivore. She's eating her way through the other stuff in her house right now, I think. And I think she's going to eventually transition to more carnivore in the future.
She's
So
like, I ain't wasting this. I bought it. What does she think about your way of eating?
she's just jealous. Yeah, she's jealous and very happy for me, but in a very jealous way.
Oh, as sisters do, right? Oh
Yeah.
man. What does it ever stop, Diane?
No, it never does.
Oh, that's half the fun of life though, you know? It really is. Are you guys identical twins?
We are identical twins. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
In
learning a
fact,
lot.
I went to my storage unit earlier today and I had to go to my box of skinny jeans, my skinny clothes that I didn't think I'd ever be able to fit into. And so I came back and I told her, "Hey, I got a bunch of my, smaller size jeans to wear." And she's like, "Great, good for you." Like she's
Yeah,
so
in her mind,
jealous.
she's like, "You bitch."
Yeah, I know, right?
You were just throwing that in there. Oh yeah, by the way, I just picked up my whole box of skinny jeans. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? They're just skinny jeans.
I thought she'd be happy for me, but
Oh, I'm telling you,
whatever.
you are good at throwing the shade. I tell you that. I'm picking that up right away. I wonder if she's good at throwing the shade too.
She can be.
Oh, that's funny. Um, so but what does she think of, oh, you said she's kind of jealous. Okay, and she's thinking about starting,
She
right?
wants to start it because she wants the same sort of results. But I don't know if she's gonna be 100%. And I told her, I mean, if you just want to do keto, if that's easier for you, even that, I mean, that would be healthier than not. So
You should
just
call her channel the Carnivore Twin.
well, there's already Carnivore Twin channel.
Is there? I know there's the Keto
Yes.
Twins.
Oh, that must be it.
Yeah, they are
That's
cute as hell. I tried to get them on here because I interview keto people too. I'm all
oh
about the low carb lifestyle, whether
yeah,
it's no carb or low carb. I really
yeah.
feel it's important. But they did not want to come on the channel here for some reason. So, but I still think they're cute
they're
as hell.
they're probably scared,
Yeah, I don't know
like I
why.
was.
I don't bite anybody. I've had a lot of keto people on here, so bypass carnivore. Her channel is a lot of fun.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yes. Now, before we take off, Diane, is there something on your heart you'd like to speak to the people about? Is there something you want to get off your chest?
Um, well, I kind of spoke into it a little bit. The main thing is do what you can when you can. Just take little steps to improve your eating and get off of those bad things like the seed oils and the processed food. And, if you love vegetables and fruits, you know, I'm a carnivore. I don't eat it, but I'm not going to tell you not to. If you can eat meat and vegetables, go ahead. It's better than having the junk, that whole
Oh
thing
no.
with the just shop around the edges of the store. That is so important. So do what you can, but I just do encourage you to start the step. Carnivore is the easiest diet you will ever do in your life. It's way easier than any other diet. So I would suggest doing the carnivore diet. I think it's the best for you. And so whatever you can do where you are, just get started. That's my thing. Get started.
What would you say to people who say it's kind of a restrictive diet because all you can eat is animal products? And
Um,
I feel like there's so many different cuts of beef and things you can do on
yeah.
carnivore that I didn't know until I started the diet, like carnivore pizza, all
Oh
sorts of fun
yeah.
stuff.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like Carnivore Chef, he makes so many things like you'd never think you can. Like you can have sour cream, you can have chicken, you can have fish. I mean, there's so many things to eat. There really
Shrimp.
is. Tons and so many different ways to make things. Like I just made tortillas in my last video
I
and
saw that.
Yeah, and they were so good, especially the brown one. Um, there's so many things you can do. So don't let that scare you. There's lots of variety in this diet for sure.
Well, I hope you guys are paying attention because Diane is killing it. She's down at least 30 pounds, probably more now. She's got the carnivore glow. She's riding the tiger, literally. She's riding she's what I mean by that is you're going after your dreams. You wanted to be in the van life and you went for it. You're doing it. She's riding the tiger, and I couldn't be more proud of you. You're just with your
Thank you.
diet and your lifestyle, you are just killing it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. It's so nice. And thanks
Um,
for reaching out to me to do this.
oh,
This was really fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's so much value in your story, and there's value in you, Diane. So I hope you guys would replay this because my coach always taught me the first law of learning, folks, is repetition. So go over this with some notes, especially if you're into the van life, and she's showing you the cheat codes on how to do carnivore van life. Like, and if someone had questions for you, other van lifers, could they leave a comment in one of your videos? Would you respond back to them, Diane?
I respond to all comments, and I also have my emails in both my channels. You can email me. Yeah, whatever, however you want to reach out. Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, cool. Well, I had a blast. Would you come back sometime?
Absolutely. That was so much fun. I can't believe I was so nervous.
And it's over already. It's over. It goes
Whew.
quick. Well, thank you for coming on here and sharing your story because
Sure.
this wouldn't be a series without the people and without you, the people who come on here and are willing to just put your business out there. And it means a lot to me and it means a lot to whoever this video is gonna go out to in effect. And I want to remind you guys, I'm doing this not only to help spread stories, but and to help the person get their story off their chest. But thirdly, the third bird with one stone, the carnivore diet movie.com. That's why I've got the link on there. And I will have all the links to donate to the GoFundMe. That's a big part of the reason why I'm doing this. We've got to get this documentary made. So I appreciate everybody in the Tiger Gang. Diane, I appreciate you. This has been awesome. We'll talk for a second after I log this off, but I'll end the stream here. Rick, I'll do my duck face for you.